Benvenuta ad Amalfi, you are welcome. So we are in Amalfi, this tiny little medieval town where a long time ago, more than 1,000 years ago, people, the inhabitants, started trading by sea, of course, with Istanbul, Turkey, because it was there and on the coast of Middle East that they could trade with inner countries, you see. So the ports were on the coast, silk from China, precious stones from India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, drugs, spices were brought from Asia to the coast on the Mediterranean Sea. So from there, from the main ports, and the most important in that period was Istanbul, they brought back to Italy, southern Italy, central Italy and northern Italy, so Amalfi, Genova, Pisa and Venice, all these are precious stuff. So it became a very important trade, and that's how and why people, those sea traders, became very wealthy. So wealthy to become, the town became independent, very important, an independent republic. But around the 1000s, Normans from northern France came to Rome first, then Naples and Salerno, and they conquered southern Italy, Amalfi too, of course. And soon after, the splendor of Amalfi came to an end. So now Amalfi is what we see, a lovely little place with this typical little square. There is a cathedral behind me, which is old too, dates back to the 1100s. When it was built, it was dedicated to Saint Andrew, who still is the saint who protects the town. And he's represented above the main entrance on the bronze door in the middle. On the facade of the church on the very top there is Jesus and the bell tower. That's interesting too. If you notice, the style of the church is very Moorish because of these business relations they had for a long time with the Arabs. And the bell tower looks very much to the minaret of a mosque, doesn't it? In Amalfi there are no more than 3,000 people. It's a very small, so the square is the center, the main street is behind me. That's it, that's all, you see? So more or less 3,000 people. In the villages you go through, driving along the coast, well, them too, they are quite small. If you come here in the winter, if you come on the Amalfi Coast in winter time, well, many shops, many restaurants, most hotels are closed. They go on vacation. They reopen by Easter time, by March, April. There is also a lovely fountain behind you, marble, which dates back to the beginning of the 1700s, and in the middle there is again him, Saint Andrew. And then shops everywhere, wherever you look, ceramics, pottery, that's the typical craft of this area, of this coast. And coffee places where they make a lovely coffee. Where they sell limoncello, which is the typical liqueur of the coast. You see, it's made with lemons, with alcohol, sugared water. It's delicious, but very strong. It's very alcoholic, so careful. There is a little beach, very small. There are lovely restaurants by the sea also. And from that area you can enjoy the view of the coast left and right. The Amalfi Coast is very popular because of its colors, its scenery, its vegetation. We have seen the lemon trees, the flowers, the few vineyards. The vegetation is so beautiful on the Amalfi Coast because it faces east, southeast. So even in winter time, it's very sunny. Well, I am a local guide, and I started this job more than 30 years ago. So imagine how many times I've been here on the coast and in Amalfi. But still, I love it. I love it. I'm still in love with this area because it's really beautiful. You never get tired. Even in the winter, even if it's raining, if it is sunny or less sunny, cloudy or not, at the sunset, early in the morning, it's always beautiful, always.